up for grabs here today. 3 races, 3 different pole award winners so far this year. Luke Baldwin, one of them. Baldwin, last year's Pace-O-Matic Pole Award overall winner. And today, Baldwin, the defending series champion, quickest in practice. 21 modifieds on hand here today in Rougemont, North Carolina. And this track has a lot of history with modified racing. I remember as a kid coming here in the 80s and seeing the NASCAR Wheel of Modified Tour compete here. And we're looking forward to the Smart Modified Tour event here today. 3rd straight year, Smart has returned to this 19-degree banking facility here, just about 20 miles north of Durham, North Carolina. That'll be 2 laps apiece for everybody in qualifying here today. Point standings look like this coming into this race. Baldwin, the defending series champ, on top of the points brigade right now. He's followed 15 markers back by Jake Crum. Crum, a converted late model stock car driver, coming over to the modifieds and making his home with the Smart Series over the course of the last couple of seasons. Paulie Hartwig, we had a story on the Smart site this week about him. 8th grader, 14 years old, 3rd in the point standings right now, just 19 points back of Baldwin. Joey Braun, the Long Islander in the Hillbilly Motorsports ride, is 4th in the series point standings, so 2 rookies, 3rd and 4th in points. And rounding out the top 5, Ryan Newman in the Shitty Coolers, number 2, with Randy Renfro turning the wrenches on that machine. The cars have fired 2 laps apiece to settle the score for the Pace-O-Matic Pole Award today here at Orange County Speedway. I am Bob Dillner. We thank you for watching today on FloRacing. And make sure that you tell everybody, yes, there's still some racing going on in this country. A lot of things rained out, but you can watch the Rumble in Rougemont here tonight. On the racetrack here, first up, the number 8 car out of Worcester, Massachusetts, in the 82 Services General Contractor Heinz Performance LFR for John Michael Chenette. Chenette led a bunch of laps at New River All-American Speedway last Labor Day. First lap on the racetrack for Chenette, 14.085. Just in case you're wondering, track record here for a modified, a 13.1 back in 1988 by Mike Uinitsko out of Long Island, New York. Second lap on the racetrack, he's in the 13-second bracket, 13.916 for John Michael Chenette. Now on the racetrack, coming off a great run last week, or a couple weeks ago at South Boston Speedway in Virginia. This driver out of Reedy Creek, North Carolina, in the Carolina Drilling Tutterow Racing Fury, is the 21 of Jimmy Wallace. Jimmy Wallace made his 50th career Smart start just that last race at South Boston. First lap on the racetrack for him, a 14.078 for the 21. Got to pick it up just a little bit here on his second lap. And he does. To the top of the board goes Jimmy Wallace, 13.886. One of the Rookie of the Year competitors now on the racetrack. This driver out of Mooresville, North Carolina, in the Tommy Baldwin Racing PSR machine for the 7NY of Jack Baldwin. Baldwin comes into this race 10th in series points. White flag is in the air in Baldwin's first lap. 13.975. 13.975 for Jack Baldwin. Scoring reset on Race Monitor. John Michael Chenette first, Jimmy Wallace second, third, Jack Baldwin. Baldwin with a time of 13.975. He's not going to be happy with that one. Next driver up, the number 18, having himself a very good year so far at Lexington, North Carolina, in the Yates Grading and Paving PSR machine for Daniel Yates. Yates, a former mini stock winner at Bowman Gray Stadium. First lap, 13.935. 13.935 for Daniel Yates. Second lap for Daniel Yates, 13.829. That's top time so far in qualifying for Daniel Yates. Now on the racetrack, the 02 machine out of Miami Springs, Florida. It's the Torch Eyewear Molecule Air Shock Drive Refine SRI Performance and Bilstein Shock Fury machine for Joey Coulter. Coulter, first lap on the racetrack, second quick. 13.839 for the former NASCAR Truck Series winner and two-time winner on the Smart Modified Tour. Coming to the checkered flag. Can he get to the top of the board? He does not. Fastest on his first lap, so that first lap will be the lap of record for Joey Coulter. This next driver on the racetrack sits second in the point standings coming into this race. He's out of Statesville, North Carolina, in the Mount Airy Toyota Jamie and Cheryl Tomeno-owned Troyer machine for Jake Crum. Jake Crum knocking on the door for a victory with the Smart Series. Third quick on lap number 1. 13.856 for Jake Crum. A pair of third-place finishes in late model stock car competition. His best here at Orange County Speedway in his career. A little bit better on lap number 2, but he will remain third quick. 13.845 for Crum. This next driver led 21 laps in Anderson, South Carolina a couple of races ago. Out of Deerfield Beach, Florida, in the A-Best Forklift Viper Graphics PSR machine for Johnny K. Johnny Kievman. Johnny K, fast time already on his first lap. 13.785. This guy can get it done. Sideways coming off the corner. That might scrub off a little speed for him, and it does. His fast lap will be lap number 1. The time to beat so far in qualifying, 13.785. This next driver, man, he's got some great lineage in his racing family. Out of Wolcott, Connecticut, the Curb Records Mohawk Stock Car Steel and Aluminum Troyer machine for Michael Christopher Jr. He drives the Gary Putnam machine here at Orange County. And unfortunately, his time not showing up on Race Monitor, but here at the track, 13.572. 13.572, top time so far here in qualifying. The 06 now on the racetrack out of Westminster, Massachusetts. The New England Truck Design Powell Stone and Gravel Fury machine for Sammy Ramo. Ramo, a winner at Motor Mile 2 seasons ago, 13.758. 13.758, first lap of record for Sammy Ramo. Second lap, 13.705 for the 06 of Sammy Ramo. One of our Rookie of the Year competitors out of Walnut Cove, North Carolina, in the Greg Butcher Trucking Bryson Brothers Aerial Solutions PSR machine for the 4 of Slate Myers. 4th generation modified racer out of the famous Myers family. First lap, 13.827 for Slate Myers. Got to pick it up a little bit here on his second lap. The top 8 have a chance at the redraw today for their starting spot in the 99-lap race. Second lap on the racetrack for Slate Myers, 13.825. Mike Christopher Jr. still leading the way here during Smart Modified Tour powered by Pace-O-Matic qualifying. The 79 now on the racetrack out of Manorville, New York, in the EME Industrial High Mark Building Efficiency Hillbilly Motorsports PSR. The 79 for Joey Braun. Braun's first lap, 13.535 to the top of the board goes Joey Braun. Second lap, 13.486. 13.486, Joey Braun, number 1 in qualifying so far. The next driver on the racetrack, a 22-time winner in the Smart Modified Tour out of Mount Airy, North Carolina, in the William E. Smith Trucking, Simons Power Sports, Taylor Auto Parts, PSR, for Frank Fleming. The number 40 machine has only run here, Frank's only run here a handful of times. 13.991, his first lap. Fleming hoping to do a little bit better, almost gets that car sideways coming off the corner. 13.834 for Frank Fleming. Next up on the racetrack, One of the most popular drivers in the Smart Modified Tour. Out of Walnut Cove, North Carolina, in the Citrus Safe Cleaners, Peanut Patch, Backyard Leisure Pool and Spas, Pinnacle Financial Machine. That's a PSR for the ace, Burt Myers. Myers' first lap on the racetrack, 13.834 for Burt Myers. Burt Myers hoping to do a little bit better on his second lap, 12th quick on his first lap, and he does. Burt Myers moves up to 5th quick, 13.795 for Burt Myers. The number 04 out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, in the Q104.1 KevinSaysYes.com, iHeartRadio, Kevin Powell's Foothill Ford's race car, the 04 for Brandon Ward. Brandon Ward, a 6-time winner in smart competition, 13.803 for Brandon Ward. 6 quick on his first lap. Can he do just a little bit better? Wants to stay in that top 8 to have a chance at the redraw. Brandon Ward, 13.803 on his first lap, scoring on Race Monitor a little bit discombobulated today, 13.789, second lap fastest for Brandon Ward. The 40 car now on the racetrack. This kid, one of the Racing Electronics Rookie of the Year competitors out of Mooresville, North Carolina, in the Bass Pro Shots PSR house car. It's Carter McMurray. Carter McMurray, pretty quick on his first lap, 13.684. Second lap, hoping to be a little bit faster, 13.700. First lap, the quickest for Carter McMurray. Here's a guy that knows this racetrack pretty well out of Oxford, North Carolina, in the Pace-O-Matic PSR for Sadler Stanley Racing. Former winner here in late model stock car competition for J-Cash, Jonathan Cash. Cash coming around to take the white flag. 13.759 top time in qualifying, 13.535. Got to pick it up by about 0.2 of a second to have a shot at the Pace-O-Matic Pole Award. Standing on the gas coming off the corner. And Cash goes 13.791. 13.791 for Jonathan Cash. Here's the number 2 machine out of South Bend, Indiana, in the Shitty Coolers, Finzer Rollers, Capital Automotive Group, Aggressive Hydraulics, Montrose Molders Corporation, PSR. It's the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman. Newman, 13.668. Pretty sporty on the first lap, third quick for Ryan Newman. Newman, second here 2 years ago in his debut in the Smart Modified Tour at this racetrack. 13.679, not good enough to unseat Joey Braun. Ryan Newman will remain third quick. Here's the defending winner of the race, driving the number 23 car out of Lexington, North Carolina, in the L&R Transmissions Le Bleu Bottled Water QMF Metal Fabrication PSR for the kid, Carson Lofton. 5 wins 1 year ago, coming down to take the white flag. 13.829 for Carson Lofton. Lofton, 12th quick on his first lap. Second lap for Carson Lofton, 13.881. Lofton will be currently 11th quick. Here's a kid that has impressed so many out of Galloway, New Jersey, in the Jersey Shore Contracting Iron Revolution LBI Pest Control Machine for Paulie Hartwig III. The 73 comes in third in the series point standings. Second, his best effort at Anderson, South Carolina in the second race of the season. 13.746 first lap for Paulie Hartwig. Got to pick it up a little bit here. He's been pretty good in qualifying. Very good in the race. Second lap for Paulie Hartwig. 13.745 for Paulie Hartwig. You talk about good in qualifying. This kid has been ultra consistent, has been in the redraw each and every one of the first 3 events of the season. He drives the number 15 out of Waverly, New York, in the K2 Barbecue Sauces car for Shady Grady Racing. It's Bryce Bailey. Bailey, 13.603. He's got to beat a 5.35 by Joey Braun on his second lap. Can he get it done? On the gas he comes. 13.513. Bryce Bailey to the top of the board here in Pace-O-Matic Pole Award qualifying. One more car to go. The drama is built because this kid is pretty quick in the 7VA for Sadler Stanley Racing. That's a Pace-O-Matic race car. Stanley Law Group on the side as well for Luke Baldwin. Baldwin first lap. 13.744, a little bit off of the first lap of Bryce Bailey. Baldwin 7th quick on his first lap. Here he comes. Baldwin on the gas. And does he get it? 13.613, a little bit short for the 7VA of Luke Baldwin. He winds up 4th overall. And that means the Pace-O-Matic Pole Award today at Orange County Speedway goes to Bryce Bailey and the Shady Grady Racing number 15, his second Pace-O-Matic Pole Award of the Smart Tour season. So remember, the top 8 will gather at Victory Lane on the front stretch of Orange County Speedway. The top 8, led by fast time qualifier Bryce Bailey. Second place, Joey Braun in the Hillbilly Motorsports number 79. Third will be Michael Christopher Jr. in the 77 car owned by Gary Putnam. Fourth will be Luke Baldwin in that Pace-O-Matic 7VA. Fifth, Rocket Man Ryan Newman in the 2. Sixth will be Carter McMurray. McMurray with a pretty good run here, the 14-year-old in the 40M. Seventh will be Sammy Ramo out of Massachusetts in the 06. And Paulie Hartwig out of New Jersey in the 73, the 8th place qualifier. Ninth, just missing the cut for the redraw, Jonathan Cash in the 16. And Johnny K, good qualifying run for the driver of the 48, the veteran, rounding out the top 10. We'll take a quick break here on FloRacing. We'll head trackside and get ready for the redraw. Bryce Bailey will pick a 4, a 6, or an 8, and by virtue of what he selects out of a hat, that many drivers will redraw for their qualifying spot tonight in the Rumble in Rougemont. Let everybody know. Watch FloRacing here tonight.
Test one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here today at Orange County Speedway, excited to be on the high banks once again for the Rumble in Rougemont. Pace-O-Matic Pole Award qualifying just completed, and for the first time this year, we have a repeat pole winner. The winner of the Pace-O-Matic Pole Award, we're going to present that here today to the driver of the Shady Grady Racing number 15, Bryce Bailey. He wins the Pace-O-Matic Pole Award for the second time this year. A big congratulations to you. I should not actually grab your hand because you're driving with a broken wrist. How was that wrist in qualifying?
It was good in qualifying. We had a little power steering issue in practice. We didn't really practice with much power steering, so that kind of inflamed it a little bit. But yeah, this has been a really big learning curve this year. Obviously, we have had great speed, but we just haven't put finishes together, and hopefully I can do my job tonight.
So I understand, let us in on a little secret. You unwrapped it for qualifying, so was it better for qualifying than it was practicing with it all wrapped up?
Yeah, I'm probably just going to leave it unwrapped. I'm too stubborn.
Too stubborn, and today Bryce Bailey is hoping for a good run here at Orange County Speedway. We got 3 pills in the hat, a 4, a 6, and an 8 by a virtue of what he draws, and it will be 8 to redraw here today for the Smart Modified Tour out of qualifying. 8. Paulie Hartwig is very happy. The 8th grader going to be able to redraw here today. Hey, Newman, does that make you feel old? 8th grader, yeah, absolutely. So, first up, so here's what we have. In victory lane, we have 8 different hats. Each one of them underneath the brim of the hat holds a number. By virtue of that number from 1 to 8, that's where the driver who selects the hat will start in tonight's race. We're just waiting on, actually Levi's here. All right, Levi will actually draw here today for Bryce Bailey. Bryce said last time he was the good luck charm and picked the point. He gets number 4. Bryce Bailey will start 4th here tonight in the Rumble in Rougemont. Next up out of Manorville, Long Island, New York. Yep, Long Island kid. In the Hillbilly Motorsports ride, it's Joey Braun. Braun will select spot number 6 on the outside of row number 3. Running down here with the Smart Series, nice to see him come here, Mike Christopher Jr. There he is, driving the Gary Putnam owned number 77. I'm sure Gary's reminded you that he's a Tour Type Modified Series winner here at Rougemont. Number 5. What do you think of Old Orange County Speedway so far?
It's hot, man. You know, coming from up north, it's a little warm down here, but I'm liking it so far. Practice was a little wishy-washy, but qualifying, I didn't expect to qualify well because all we do is heat race up north. You know, I'm not really good at it yet, but car was good. I know we got 99 laps in front of us, so long race.
Mike Christopher Jr., 4 wins last year in SK Modified competition at Stafford Motor Speedway in Connecticut. Next up, the defending series champion Luke Baldwin started his first NASCAR trucks race last week at Martinsville. Looked really good in that one. He goes right down the middle, and Luke Baldwin gets number 2 on the outside of the front row for Luke Baldwin. Hey, I want to say on behalf of everybody here, very proud of your performance last week. You drove from the back to the front, from the back to the front again. What'd you think of your experience last week at Martinsville?
The time of my life. That was a surreal experience. It was a lot of fun, especially to have a really fast truck, but that's in the rear view. We got to focus on tonight, and good thing we got lucky again for the second race in a row. So we'll take it and roll off from the outside pole.
Look out, that Pace-O-Matic 7VA going to be awfully tough here tonight. Next up, he said, I'm in the redraw for the first time this year in the Shitty Coolers number 2. It's the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman. Who's drawn? Is it Brooklyn? She says no. Oh, she told you which one. Let's see if she's got the right one. Number 1 for Ryan Newman. Maybe you ought to let Brooklyn draw for you more often.
They said it. I just listened, and I'm glad I listened, but because I was going to pick that one right there, and I'm curious. You can actually almost see through it. I don't know if you know that or not.
I don't have X-ray vision.
No, well, that's a whole different discussion. But no, I mean, it's going to be nice to start up front, but we'll see what the pace is going to be, and it's a little hot for me in April, so hopefully it'll cool off tonight.
Ryan Newman finished second in this race just 2 years ago at Orange County Speedway. After Ryan Newman, Carter McMurray. Where is he? There he is in the Bass Pro Shops. PSR house car. Another one of the teenagers here. And he's got to choose one. He goes in the middle. Oh, I don't want to tell you what he said. Number 8, come here, Carter. We got to get you speaking. We haven't had a chance to talk to you in front of the crowd too much. So what do you think? You start 8th here tonight, not where you wanted to be, but how's that race car?
I thought race pace was pretty good in practice. Like, I thought Phil, everybody at this PSR group have gotten me dialed in for the race, so hopefully we can get a good finish out of the night.
Carter McMurray in that number 40 car. Watch him here this evening. 2 more drivers. This next one out of the state of Massachusetts. A winner at Motor Mile Speedway and Smart Competition a couple of years ago, Sammy Ramo. And Ramo will choose spot number 3. What do you think? You a big Dale Earnhardt fan or what?
Yeah, 3 for Dale. No, beautiful weather, cool racetrack. We're excited. Got a new guest helping us today. Ryan Stone's with us today, so he's helping out quite a bit. And we got a fast car, just really focused on the long run here. This place is pretty abrasive, so try to save as much as we can and be there at the end.
Sammy Ramo, that's a good-looking 06 car for him here today. He's out of the state of Massachusetts. And last but not least, here he comes, Paulie Hartwig, 3rd in points, and he gets the final spot, spot number 7. Paulie, how you like it, Orange County Speedway? Tell the fans here.
The one thing my dad told me was not hit the wall, and I haven't done that yet, so this place is pretty fun. You know, not one of my favorites, but we're starting off pretty much deep, so 99 laps. South Boston was pretty good, going off 28th, and we finished 6th, so hopefully we just keep the tires on it, not like at Florence.
Pretty talented kid, Paulie Hartwig. We'll hope for a spot in victory lane here tonight. Coming up, we're going to have the Pace-O-Matic pit party shortly here. We'll line up all the race cars on the front stretch. You'll be able to come down and get an autograph with your favorite driver, get a picture of some of these cool machines, and a whole lot more. Luke Baldwin is going to give this hat away to one lucky fan. He's going to toss it up into the grandstands. He calls himself a quarterback. I think he's a better driver than a thrower, but we'll see. Luke Baldwin, come on, folks, put your hands together. Cheer, who wants a hat? Oh, there you go. I like that. The guy that's guarding us all here today. All right, we'll take a quick break on FloRacing and come back with the Pace-O-Matic pit party here at Orange County Speedway.